final thing, top trades of the day, single prints, but single prints with context. If you don't have context, it doesn't help you. So going with the Bund first up today, what we'd had is the Bund got jammed to the high late on. Now I initially thought to myself, I don't really see too much trade in this. Really, the fact that they've managed to push volume right to the high and jam it to the high isn't a great sign. It's showing very forced trade. You could see the forced trade, as I mentioned this morning, from this very sort of staggered profile. This is now turned into a bit of a play that I'm going to try and advance for myself into actually when you get that jam into the high late on to actually go against that straight on the opener. You saw it straight down 89s straight down to the top of these single prints at 76s. Little bounce back up. Now the main area I'm looking at is this low volume node and the bottom of these single prints. That's what I'm looking for. I'm already expecting a balanced day. It's looking reasonably balanced so far in this early area, and so you get that dip off, hold it, and back up. We take out the high. We then get a secondary go down, and again this one actually fills the single prints to the tick. And because you've already got this extremely balanced day by that point, buying that for a rotation back higher is a very sensible trade. You can have a reasonably tight stop just below this peak of volume, so 3-4 ticks stop, and then you look for that to rotate back up. At some point this high was likely to go as well because of the 3 TPO high. It's a bad high and it does actually get taken out. Saw exactly the same thing in the DAX as well. Again, I mentioned this morning in the morning hypotheses that if we could drop below the VPOC, then a shift down towards the single prints and more so the second set. Smaller sets of single prints less important when you've got this larger set below. That was the area I was looking at, down to these single prints and expecting a bounce. We got it at the top of the singles from this peak of volume, so nice little area. It gives you a pretty clear sign of where you can have a go at buying it. So on that little peak of volume, again, tight stop into the singles, and you get the bounce straight the way back up, back towards the middle of the day. You get a secondary push lower, and again the context is still there. We're still not sort of breaking lower. It's looking more like this is going to be a small IB, normal variation day, so drop down and fill out this area. So you're comfortable to have a go at buying it near the lows of these single prints. Very low volume right just before the bottom. You can get in, have a go at buying that, and again your plan on that is a rotation back to the middle of the day, and then also potential back towards the IB low. I'm not looking at that necessarily for a new high, just because of the fact that we are trading back below the VPOC, back below the weekly VPOC as well. So back to the IB would have been fine there. Later on you did get that breakdown, and that's why you've got to take these trades first time. If you don't, you end up caught on this move where we broke down through 12,198 and actually ended up pushing all the way down towards 12,140. So pretty decent move there once you got through it, but the point is you've got to be looking at it first time. That's the key. That's when the trade's valuable. So be brave on them. You know, you've got to accept that it could go down, fill you and stop you out in a matter of seconds, but you need to be looking at link price action, looking at what's going on. If it's slowing down as it comes down to these levels, then you've got that chance to buy it. So if you start seeing quite heavy selling that then runs out at these levels, you see that velocity of selling just slow up, there's your chance for that reversal. There's your chance to get in. You know where your stop is because you've got a technical reason for it. Get in and play that move back up. Likewise, sudden drop down into it again is likely to be a decent chance to have a go at it as well. So I'll leave you with that, guys. I hope you've been given a few things to be thinking about in the coming days.